Welcome back to Adri's Farmhouse Kitchen. Today it's a massive milk processing day. I don't even know how many litre. 30 litre milk, maybe more, we are processing the next 2 days, mainly today. So what I am doing now, what I have done so far, I've turned the yogurt on because that takes 8 hours in my Instant Pot to be ready. And today for the first time we're doing cow's milk with goat's yogurt culture. So through my friend I've managed to get 20 litre cow's milk. I would like to experiment. I would like to make butter, what I find hard. It's not just hard, it's time consuming, and the end result is not the best I make with my goat's milk. So I am give it a go, and I'm gonna have a go to make butter, but we're not gonna do that until tomorrow. Today we're gonna make 2 cheese. We're gonna make our usual farmhouse goat's cheese with, you know, junipers and roses milk. And in the pot behind me, what I've already made a start on, we've got 10 litre, half and half cow and goat's milk, cows and goat's milk, and I've already put the rennet. I've put half a teaspoon rennet today. I got the 10 litre milk on 86 degrees Fahrenheit, and I've put the liquid rennet. I'm using vegetable liquid rennet today in a cup of water, diluted it, and I've put it in, and it's now sitting there for over 40 minutes. So I'm gonna check on clear bake in a minute, and we're going to do the next step. Also today I am making rice pudding using our goat's milk. I've got the ingredients. We're gonna use nutmeg, we're gonna use honey, organic cane sugar, pinch of salt, my vanilla extract, and rice. Today I am using 1 cup of rice and 2 litre of milk. And after that cheese is done, the first lot, we're gonna make another cheese with the leftover goat's milk in here. So if you're interested, you are welcome, friends. Let's go watch the vlog. I am ready for the next step. Let's see if our milk made a curd. Oh yeah, can you see that? How nicely it's pulling away? Perfect. So what I usually do, I'm just gonna do like a circle cut around my pot just to get away the curd from the pot, and I am going for it, and I'm just making these cuts about 1 inch. You don't need to be exact, and then we're going all the way down. And after we finished, we're gonna do all the way across with the same technique. Sometimes I even do diagonal because it's a deep pot. Otherwise we're gonna have to do all the extra cut while we are doing the next step, when we heating this back up again for 100 degrees Fahrenheit in 30 minutes. A nice and slow, low heat. But just before we do that, I'm going to let the curds to heal about 10 minutes after we've cut. And then I'll bring you back the next step. So we do the diagonal as well. And go all the way down. There you go. If I do a jiggle, you can see. Can you see how nicely we've cut it? While we're waiting on the curd to heal, we can get the ingredients ready for the rice pudding. So I'm putting 2 liters of goat's milk with 1 cup of rice, pinch of salt, and we leave it as for now. We put the rest of the ingredients later on. Okay, the freeze dryers are quite loud when it's running, and this project is still from my previous vlog, what you've just watched. It's finishing off both of the courgette slash marrow freeze drying in here. And over here is my Instant Pot with 1.5 hours in to the 8 hours of yogurt making. And what I have done in here, this is all our fresh produce, what we've been harvesting, and I've done a massive harvesting vlog. If you not watched it, if you want to go back and watch it, we've harvested all these goodness, but I'm focusing on this area down here where all the cow's milk are. So I'm put the milk, we've got about 8 liters milk in here, in glass trays and bowls, because my aim is to, you know, the cream to rise on the top, so we can scoop that cream off to make butter, and from the rest semi-skimmed milk we're going to make cheese. What are you doing now, you stinker? Hello. Hello, you little stinker. Oh, it's nice and cool in here on the stone. Oh, it's nice and cool in this room, isn't it? It's nice and cool. Where's Lucy Bearsy? Where's Lucy? Oh, is he like the first, my little magnet? You little stinker. I love you too. Mommy love you too. Yes, yes. I was gonna show you what I bought in a charity shop, friends. I have quite a few of plate, what we actually use every day. You know, a serving plate. And this platter is an oval, massive serving platter of a same brand. But look how beautiful this is. To find this in a charity shop. I was over the moon of Botanic Garden. I love it. It was even in a box, so it was brand new. I'm just gonna leave it here. Sandy, what are you doing there? Come on. Let's go. Okay, so I am stirring the curd for about 10-15 minutes. So what I'm doing in here now, I am making additional cuts. So ideally I would like this to be in a similar size. Need to go nice and slow at this stage because these curds are very fragile. And if we more vigorously we stir, more milk we use, the milk will just seep to this whey, and less of a cheese we're gonna have as an end product. So I'm just cutting them if I see a larger piece. It's very easy at this point, can you see? Just literally cutting through my spoon like a knife and it cuts it through. At this stage now I don't really want to leave this pot, otherwise they just all clump and stick together. So for this next 20 minutes I'm just gonna stay here, and I'm going to ideally want to go back to want to go up to 100 degrees Fahrenheit. We're on 93 at the moment in 15 minutes, so that's good. That's what we want. I've turned it right down. Well, actually I've turned it off at this point. It's been on, keeping turning down, and when I was thinking I'm going up too quick, I just turned the whole stove off. I want to catch up the time and the temperature. I might turn it back on. We just stir it nicely and just separate these curds and cut them equal pieces. Okay, I've turned the stove on only the one on 2, And we are now over halfway. And as you can see, the curd is getting a bit more firm. So now I'm okay to stir a bit faster. And I am quite happy now. The size. And we are 95.7 degrees Fahrenheit. So we're getting close to that 100 degrees. As soon as it hits the 100 degrees, 96, I'm gonna turn the stone off and I'm gonna let this rest for 10 minutes. I want these curds to sink to the bottom of this pot. And we're gonna remove about 2 liters of the whey and replace it with fresh well water. And then we bring it back up to a 100 degrees Fahrenheit again. And then don't need that constant stirring then. But just make sure we come every couple of minutes, give a little stir, make sure they don't stick too much together. There you go, 96.8. Okay, we are getting close, 98, 99.1. As soon as it reaches the 100, I'm gonna turn the stove off and let it sit for 10 minutes. Okay, 99.9. 100. Back to 0. At this point now I'm ready to remove the 1.5 to 2 liters of whey and replace it with fresh water. Turn the stove back on 3. Soon this comes back to 100 degrees. I'm gonna leave it there for 100 degrees again for 30 minutes. As soon it reaches it, I'm just gonna turn it off. I like to use my spoon because that shows me. $90. What number we on, friends? It's much easier. 96. It's not gonna take long. Literally few minutes. What I have also done, if you can see it in the back, I've put the milk and the rice and a pinch of salt for the rice pudding, because that's gonna be our next step. While we're waiting on this one here, we're gonna do like a switcheroo. So I'm gonna turn that one to 1 and this one to 4. And as soon that's gone to 100 degrees, I'm gonna push that to the back because that'll be just easier to stir it if it's right here in front of me, the rice pudding, friends, because that will take a while. And I'm gonna have to stay here and stir that constantly, make sure it's not gonna stick. It's ideal to use a heavy bottom pan like this Made In. I love Made In products. 99.3. Okay. $100, friend. So push that back. That's here. Me and Al absolutely love rice pudding, friends. Okay, turn this down to 3. There you go. And this will get nice and thick when that rice gonna absorb all that lovely milk. It takes time. Let's see how long it's gonna take us. Okay, 3:10. Can't believe it's already 3 o'clock. We still need to make another cheese yet. It's okay. I love days like that. Today we also gonna make sausage and chips, the same what we've done last week. I love sausage and chips, so it's a good way to use up the sausages from the local farmer. I bought a quarter of a pig from a local farmer this year, and we received loads of sausages. So I've already portioned it out on a baking tray. I remembered taking it out from the freezer this morning. It's nearly defrosted. And I've already got chips cut up and sitting in water in the fridge. And we're gonna use Chinese style plum sauce instead of the gravy. And probably we're gonna do some salad as well. Okay, let's check on the other one. Just give it a little stir here and there when I remember it. And the next step after this, we're gonna strain this away and we're gonna flavor our cheese. Salt. And I'm gonna use a cheesecloth today. And I'm gonna hang the cheesecloth on like that long, I've just washed it up, wooden spoon. And I'm just gonna hang it over our pressure canner in a big pot overnight, friends. Okay, this will take me a while. Okay, so the rice pudding, it's getting slowly to simmer stage. At this point, I am now ready to add 1 cup of organic cane sugar. And we're gonna taste it and we'll see if it's sweet enough or we'll need some more. If it needs some more sweetness, we're gonna add a bit of honey. Later we add nutmeg and vanilla essence. And that's it. This is now ready. I've turned this up. This has been actually off for the whole time. I am ready to strain the whey of the curd and we're gonna flavor the curd. I'm just gonna add about a tablespoon of pink Himalayan salt. Give it a good massage in there and then we're ready to add to the cheesecloth. I'm just gonna grab a spoon and we're gonna taste it if it's sweet enough. Yeah, well, I think we can add a little bit more honey. You're up, my love.
Yes, my dear. How are you getting on?
Good.
Excellent.
Would you like some muffin and strawberry ice cream?
Maybe well would.
And we can try our very first melon, what we've harvested. Okay, I'm just gonna drain a bit more of this curd, a bit more whey. Okay, and now we're going to add the salt. I washed the cloth, the cheesecloth in the whey. I can clearly see the mistake I've made. I haven't used the freshest milk and it started splitting. So it's not looking very appetizing, but I'm sure it's gonna be okay. So I've just added a little bit of vanilla essence. And I'm just adding a little bit of nutmeg. smells divine. I've got this nutmeg from holiday, from the Caribbean. I am thinking of making like a baby food now. I might blitz this and we serve it with jam. Yeah, cooked. Turn this off. I'll let this to cool a touch before we blitz it. Tidy up my mess and let's strain that cheese. And just like that, friends, we've made our first cheese. With a very similar method, I'm gonna make another one. And I'll bring you back tomorrow to show you what it looks like. Just fishing out everything, every last bit. There you go. There you go, friend. So the way I do this, like this, and I'm gonna put this through to a wooden spoon, and this is gonna drip until tomorrow. I'm gonna actually take it where I was telling you to take it. I am just making muffin ice cream sandwiches for a snack with some rosehip jam on top. It's delicious. Strawberry ice cream we've made together, friends. It's delicious. Okay, I think I'm gonna call it a day for today. It is nearly 7 o'clock. Yeah, 7 o'clock gone. I've still got 2 more hours on a yogurt in an instant pot, and the freeze dryer, as you can hear, it is still going. So I'm hoping that both finishes, well, I know the yogurt finishes before bed, but I hope the freeze dryer finish before we go to bed. I am now having a dessert. First, our first melon of the year. And I'm so excited to try this. This little tiny melon, it's called Rich Sweetness or something like that. And honestly. It looks so pretty. I'm having the baby food, I call it, I've made. The blitzed rice pudding. I'm gonna peel this and I'm gonna serve this with the rice pudding. I've got some rosehip jam on top as well, and we're gonna have this melon. Let's have a taste test. Wow, incredible. This is divine. I'm gonna love this. This is so good. I'm keeping my mess in here for a bit because I will need this to powder the courgette from the other freeze dryer when it finishes. I'm gonna enjoy this now. This is so good. Wow. Well, thank you so much for spending time with me today, and see you all back tomorrow. Bye for now. Welcome back to day 2 milk processing day. So what I have done yesterday, I have divided, I think it was close to 8 liters, 7-8 liter milk, cow's milk, in these 3 dishes, and I left it in the fridge overnight. It came in this massive 20 liter bag. I'll show you. I've not seen this before, but it's very cool. It's a foldable, heavy-duty plastic container, and the milk came in this. So clever. So we've processed half of it yesterday. I'm gonna go and show you what the cheese turned out like and the yogurt. But before we do that, I just try to remove the cream from the top of our milk, because we're going to make, or try to make, butter. I've not made butter for a very long time, so let's see how it goes. And with the rest, I'm thinking making another cheese. I don't really want too much of milk in a cream. This would make a lovely ice cream, double cream, whipped cream. So I'm gonna just carry on until I can remove most of this cream. I'm not sure if you can hear the birds. The house sparrows are babies. The youngs just leave in the nest and they're flying around. We live in a very old medieval farmhouse, and they live in with us. They are all over the place in a cavity of the house. Okay, I am very curious how this is gonna turn out. Okay, I think I'm gonna leave it now, put that aside for now. This is very cold. We ideally want to bring this up for high kind of room temperature. I've just turned the burner on for number 3, and I've got my thermometer, so we are heating this up. Today I'm gonna heat this up for 90 degrees Fahrenheit before we're going to add a liquid rennet. 8 liter. I've got 8 liter cow's milk in here. So I'm going to add 1/4 teaspoon of liquid rennet. We're on 59 degrees Fahrenheit, so we still got a bit to go. Okay, so yesterday's project, what we've made cheese. Let's have a look what this cheese is looking like. I'm just going to unwrap the cheese from the cheesecloth, and let's reveal the cheese we've made, friends. Oh, look how beautiful this cheese looking. This is a lovely homemade cheese. So we've made 2. I'm going to take both off and we're going to place this on a plate. I put kitchen towel on a plate so it can soak in. I can smell that's different. Yeah, that cow's milk. It will be very interesting. I'm very curious what it's gonna taste like. And this is the other one. Make a very similar one today, but using only cow's milk, because the big one was half cow, half goat. This one's goat milk, and the one what we're gonna make today, it's gonna be cow only. So it's gonna be interesting to see what all 3 different taste like. Okay, the milk is now up to temperature. I've already added the rennet, so that can sit there now for at least 30 minutes. I had some yogurt going through the strainer now for quite a few days, so this is now a very thick cream. At this point, because it's been quite a few days, it's getting towards the sour cream taste. Gets a bit sour. So I'm just gonna remove this to this jar, and then we're gonna wash the strainer, and we're going to put to the strainer the yogurt what we've made using the cow's milk. And we're gonna leave the whey, because the next vlog, it's a cooking vlog where we're going to use up all these yummy home produce. So we're gonna use the whey to make the rice, because I'm going to use up the roasted salsa verde sauce. I've got some minced beef out of the freezer. It's just thawing in a sink, so I'm gonna do that as a next project. Okay, I think we fished most out. Okay, I am ready to fill the yogurt strainer with this new yogurt we've made. I'm going to keep some aside so we can use this up with the next batch. It's thicker than the goat's milk. Wow. I'm really enjoying this working with different milk, because I used to using goat's milk only, and now we've got the cow's milk, and I've got an access to it. It's really exciting. If that butter turns out well, I think I'm gonna order another one. I think I need more strainer. You okay?
Yeah.
Oh wow! I love it. Oh, ordered a new chicken feeder, and I love it.
So these caps, there, lock them up.
Uh-huh. Oh, I can't wait to try it. Visible poultry feeder. Because, oh yeah, there is like a, on both sides, back and front, you see how much food is in there, so you don't have to take the lid off, only if you just, let's say, run low. Mm-hmm. I love it. I have the sticker as well on it. 55 pounds of food. Amazing. We can make the butter. Sweet cream butter we're making today. Just finishing off the sponge cake with some strawberry ice cream, rosehip jam and some cherry on top. It's a big breakthrough now. Buttermilk separating from the butter. We're in a slushy stage. I dare to pick this up now. Let's turn this down. And now we can have a look. Yep, we've got butter. Perfect, it is ready. It's happened. We made butter, friends. Look at this. I'm so excited. Okay, now we need a very cold water and we need to wash our butter. Oh, look at this. That is a good news right here. You need very cold hands because we don't want this butter to melt now. But we do need to wash it, otherwise it will spoil quick. I had a quart of cream, so I've measured out a quarter of a teaspoon of pink Himalayan salt. That's what we're gonna use today. I have proper tools for butter making, but I wasn't prepared again, friends, because I just can't find them. Those little puddles would have helped me, but it's okay. I can do it with my hand. So what we're doing now, we literally, as it sounds, we're gonna wash the butter like that until it clear water runs. I know there is a more elegant way to do this, but you know, I like to use my favorite kitchen tool, my hands. So you need to excuse me, friends. Bit more. Nearly done. Oops. More whey buttermilk. Sorry, take out longer it lasts. This is pretty clean water coming out now. We are ready. Okay. Let's remove this on a plate. Okay, we are now ready. We're ready to salt the butter. So I'm just going to literally incorporate really nicely that salt in that butter. There you go. And we are good. This is now ready. There you go. Our very own homemade butter, it's ready. I am now finishing off to making this cheese as well. So this is now coming up to a temperature of 100 degrees Fahrenheit within a 30-minute period. They're nice and pebbly, it's easy to stir now. Still make additional cuts if I see like a larger bit. But otherwise this is now good, friends. So as soon as that hits the 100 degrees, I'm gonna turn it off, let it sink the curds to the bottom of the pot, remove about 1 liter to 2 of whey, replace it with water, bring it back for 100 degrees Fahrenheit for another 30 minutes, season it with salt again, and we're ready to put it in a cheesecloth. And this will make a beautiful cheese, just like this over here, friends. Everything is done. I've just put the cheese over the big pressure canning dish through the wooden spoon like we've done these two. So in this vlog we've managed to do 3 beautiful cheese. We've managed to do butter, it's delicious, I've tried it, and we've got plenty of yogurt. I think we are very successful in this milk processing day, and I honestly cannot wait to use up these products in our dishes. I am thinking, you know, we can make all sorts with the yogurt, or leave it to thicken and make it, use it as a sour cream. I think I would do it all over again. So I think I'm going to order more cow's milk, and we can have another big processing day, milk processing day like today. I really enjoyed it. Actually, this is 2 days together. So I hope you enjoyed spending time with me today. Let me know if you're interested in any product, you know, in this, or if you would like me to make something new, or we can, you know, experiment together or cook with it or try. Please leave a comment below. But I hope you all have a wonderful day and see you very soon. Bye, friends.